So I want to talk about the mouth because there's a lot of tells that are related to the mouth. One of the things that we often see when people are under stress is, for instance, there'll be moisture just above the lips. This is a very accurate indicator that they're struggling with something. We see it with people bluffing. They'll go all in, and all of a sudden we'll see a little bead of sweat. This is usually associated with something negative. But there's many things that are associated with the mouth. For instance, when we're confident, when we're strong, when we feel very comfortable, the lips are full. Blood rushes in there. The lips are warm. They're very plastic, very rubbery. You can feel it. You can sense it. But we don't really look at our lips. We don't watch our lips, so we don't really know what they look like. But we know this. When we struggle with something, when we find ourselves in a difficult situation, or we find ourselves under stress, our lips tend to get smaller. And not just that, we tend to compress them. So you go to the airport and you see canceled flights, and you'll see people doing this. All right, putting pressure on their lips, compressing the lips. It does two things. It helps to relieve stress, and at the same time it communicates, boy, this is really bothering me. And you'll see this with poker players. They'll look at their cards, they'll look at the community cards, there'll be some issue there, they feel themselves weak, and you see the lips disappear, or you'll see the tension in the muscles around the mouth, compressing the lips and so forth. Extremely accurate tell. So when we're confident, we have nice, full, healthy lips. In fact, we tend to separate our lips, let in more air and so forth. When something is negative, we tend to keep our mouth closer together. We tend to compress the lips. And in fact, when things are really bad, we not only compress our lips and our lips sort of disappear, but the corners of our mouth actually come down so that it looks like an upside down U. Very difficult to do unless you really feel very negative emotions. Now, when we're under a little bit of stress, we'll tend to lick our lips. So we'll touch our lips, lick our lips, and so forth. That's just to deal with a little bit of stress. But when there's high stress, then we do other things, including biting the lip. You'll see people under a lot of stress doing that. I certainly see it at school. On test day with students who aren't prepared, they do a lot of lip biting. And in poker, you'll see the same thing. You'll see somebody will raise, and somebody down the line will bite their lip. Very subtle, but very accurate. They didn't like that. They're troubled by it. And this is a very accurate indicator. So any touching of the mouth, licking of the lips, and so forth, disappearing of the lips, indicate that there are issues, that there are problems, lack of confidence. Fullness of the lips, relaxed muscles around the mouth indicate that we're confident and that we have comfort.